Joining me now, Dinesh D'Souza, author, filmmaker, host of the Dinesh D'Souza podcast. Dinesh, do we have any real proof that Biden is actually making any of these decisions or even aware of what's going on around him?
None whatsoever. It seems quite clear over the past couple of months that Biden is riding in the canoe, but he's not the guy manning the oars. And this is kind of a serious problem in a democracy because in a democracy, we elect a president, and it's his job to chart the course of the country. Now, he's perfectly free to bring advisors to tell him, give him ideas about what to do, make suggestions about this option or that one. But we don't want to be in a situation where the advisors are directing him instead of him directing them. We didn't elect Ron Klain or Jen Psaki or any of these other sidekicks to run the country. They're not accountable to the American people. Joe Biden is. And yet it's not obvious that Joe Biden is calling the shots at all.
Now, last month, there were 31 House Democrats, and they sent a letter to Biden asking him to relinquish control of the nuclear launch codes. They wrote that vesting one person with this authority entails real risks. And that's not all. The vice president is playing a bigger role in the White House than you'd expect, making calls with foreign leaders. Now, Dinesh, does any of this reveal what they really think of Biden's capabilities at this time?
Well, the letter from the Democrats is extremely telling because the reason the president isn't, again, entrusted with the nuclear codes, once again, it's the president who is the representative of the American people. Now, in this letter, the Democrats, the Democratic congressmen say to Biden, you need to have kind of a team of unelected people, and you can submit to their authority, but you should not be able to act unilaterally without them. Think of how unprecedented this is. No one dreamed of saying this about earlier presidents, and it's quite obvious that what it means is the Democrats kind of knew that you've got this comatose character. They've sort of dragged him across the finish line. They've now propped him up into a chair, but it's not clear he even has the capacity to make these literally life or death decisions for the world. And that's why they're calling for the formation of a kind of committee to decide once again for him.